Yeah, go ahead and fire away. I don't know about tired of opening statements. So, why don't you guys just fire some questions at me?
Mark, obviously your injury situation was pretty dire last week. Are you getting younger guys more reps this week?
Definitely. I think, we always, even early in the year when we're in a little better shape physically, there's always a balance of making sure we're developing the young guys and getting them ready for the future. And, a lot of players may double up, play some special teams. We may use them in some roles, but they're not getting all of the ones and twos reps. So during each bye week, we try to, focus more on them, and I shouldn't say more, just give them more reps. And they're certainly getting that and trying to get the other guys healthy. And the team that we have, the guys that are healthy and that are out there, just trying to get better. So it's a combination of everything.
Mark, I know you talked before, but the bowl streak, keeping that going, I know that's important to you. How are the older guys on the team also kind of taking that as significance? Like, is that a message? Like, hey, we got to do this.
It is. But our current situation is what it is, and we can't look ahead even to that. I took pride in that, and it's not as easy as people think, but just look at the number of people that have done it. And, but for us, it's one game at a time. Right now, it's concentration on this bye week. And I know you guys, you probably feel like that's coach speak. And I know for fans, they think about big picture and future and everything. And so do I. I have to. I have to think about those things. But right now, it's about getting this team better, getting healthy and getting better, and go try to get a win and finish really strong, one game at a time.
Mark, you could lose like 20 guys off your two deep, depending on how those decisions that you started talking about go. Just how important is it to get engaged on that and get ahead of just how big you're going to have to do?
Well, I think, that's a constant, we constantly evaluate that. Sometimes, when I could step away from an offense or defensive staff meeting, like I have player personnel meetings all the time. We have a whole department, and so that's always ongoing. Looking at, what our roster looks like, what are the ifs and buts, and trying to balance that. And that's a challenge for everybody in the country. So we're no different on that. But we always try to stay one step ahead and just keep an eye on what that looks like.
You mentioned evaluating and how to get better. What has that been looking like? What have you guys been identifying as the ways to improve?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear we need to improve in a lot of areas. I also believe in the guys that we have here. We're not as far off as it always, as sometimes it appears. In each game, there's always a few plays that can change the outcome, and we're looking to find those answers right now. As far as player personnel and what we'll do in the future, you constantly want to you constantly want to recruit at a high level and help your roster, but that will come at the appropriate time.
Mark, is Cutter an option to play since he's got those 3 games left on the stretch?
He's an option. I'd like to see him, just like I'd like to see a lot of the young guys. Any of the guys that we have 4 games with, whether we use them with special teams or whether we could get them some reps. I think any game reps you could get somebody. Certainly at the quarterback position, it's important, but we want to go look good, build on what we've done, and try to get better. Again, I thought, as I mentioned post game, we did some good, we played some winning football against a really good team, and we just have to sustain that for a whole game. And I thought Brock was really having a good game, and so obviously his health is most important to us, and getting him healthy right now is the main thing.
Is it a head injury for Brock?
I don't want to comment on that.
Is he making progress?
Yes, he is. Mm-hmm.
With Cutter, what's the biggest thing that you've seen him improve upon from when he got here to the moment now, and even in practice?
Well, in a young guy, it's hard to, you could go look at him and watch him every day and throw routes on there and see the talent. And you see 7-on-7, you see the talent, against SEC opponents and our guys and others, and getting in there in a game. I think that's what's most important, is getting them a feel and getting them some reps in a high intensity environment.